All right, so I'm here today with Bridget McGraw from Anglers, and you might be thinking, what in the world does Anglers have to do with good top shelf alcohol? Well, I got to admit, I've been holding on to this information a little bit, kind of like a good fishing spot. You don't want to get that all the way out there. But Anglers has top shelf liquor now, folks. Top shelf bourbon whiskey and rye whiskey. And tell us about it, Bridget. What brought that on?
So I initially brought in a select couple of bourbons just because I knew some of our staff was interested in them, and then I realized, well, this is something that if we like it as employees of Anglers, our customers are going to like it too. So I started doing somewhat of a Easter egg hunt and placed 4 Roses, Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, and hid it out in our regular liquor aisle. Noticed our customers, spotted them immediately, picked them up. So started to introduce it closer to the hunting counter in the gun department, and it just took off from there.
Because liquor and guns go so well together.
Responsibly.
That's right. That's the key. Is drink responsibly. But we're kind of in a festive atmosphere tonight. We're celebrating CCA, and so I wanted to make a drink. And this is one that Bridget and I were talking about online, and she said that sounds delicious.
It sounds delicious.
So I thought, well, why don't we just make one? So we'll call this an Eastern Shore Old Fashioned. We're here in my shop in Kent Island, on Kent Island, and on Maryland's Eastern Shore. So that's what we'll call this. And I'll tell you this: if you know Joe Evans, ask him about how to fix a toothache, and he will tell you that this works for fixing no matter what ails you, but especially for a toothache. And have a night that I can't say as much about as I'd like to in Chrisville, Maryland. That we proved that one time. But anyway, you have the ingredients hopefully already. But Bridget was nice enough to bring some Catoctin Creek Roundstone Rye Whiskey, which is absolutely delicious whiskey. Local whiskey, by the way, made in the Blue Ridge, where Purcellville, Virginia. Purcellville, Virginia.
Lowndes County.
Yeah. So there's a Catoctin Creek in Maryland. There's one in Virginia too. And both of them good fishing areas as well. So we're going to start that. And so this is an old-fashioned variant, and the recipe is basically 2 parts of rye whiskey. And for this, you need a good stout, straight rye whiskey, or at least a rye whiskey that has a high rye mash bill, something that has a lot of flavor to it. That's what rye whiskey has, is lots of flavor. So you need lots of flavor in there. And what's the proof on that, Bridget? I can't see it.
Well, it's got 58% alcohol by volume. I'm not.
It's pretty stout. So go easy.
40% 80 proof.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. So here we're going to do. So, Bridget, here's what we're going to do. We're going to add 2 parts. That's just 2 ounces. That's an ounce shot glass of the rye. And we're going to make 2. So let's double our recipe.
More math. Okay.
Yeah. And I suck at math too. So, and then 2 parts. 1 part. Doubled. So it'll be 2 ounces. Now we're really getting complicated. And that's our basic recipe right there. And so to that, we're going to add just a little bit of bitters, not too much. I like Peychaud's. This is Angostura. It works great. Either one, whatever you like. Bitters are kind of something for personal taste. I just added a little bit there, not too much. And let's stir that up a little bit. And now, secret ingredients. So, this is the basic recipe, but I also like to add some kind of
seasonal fruit.
Yeah, seasonal fruit. When peaches are in here on Kent Island, peaches go great with it. It's fall of the year. We don't really have too much local fruit, but we have apples, and so I stopped by one of our fruit stands today here on the island, picked up some good Eastern Shore apples, and so that's what's going in. I took the liberty, Bridget, of adding a little bit of butter and cinnamon.
Ooh.
So let's put a little bit of the juice in there first. Oh my goodness.
Smells
then
amazing.
Just add a few apples. Stir that up real good. And we're ready to pour. All right. And so now let's bring in our ice. And I like to use a good substantial ice cube just because it melts slowly. You don't want a whole lot of water diluting this. You know, it's a stout drink, but it's a sipping drink. It's something you sit down and, you know, spend some time telling stories over. So let's add a couple of ice cubes. See if I can get it half and half.
Did we do the math correct? I think you did.
I did. Didn't get the apple. Let's put a couple of pieces of apple in there. You can muddle these apples, and sometimes I do that, but these look pretty good, just whole like this.
It smells so good.
Oh, I hope it is. All right, a little bit of garnish. A little bit of orange peel. You want that oil. You want to smell oranges when you pick that glass up. And you can use a vegetable peeler to do this, but I like to use a knife just because you want to get some of that pith. A good slice of orange. Get that oil all over everything. And the final ingredient. No old-fashioned is complete without a cherry on top. Yep, that went there.
It wanted to go there.
Want to try it?
Sorry.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
You like it?
Oh my gosh.
Good. I was hoping you
Ooh.
would.
It's really good.
Cheers to a fun night.
Cheers.